Good evening. Hopefully there's some people joining us to talk about the event that just wrapped up last night, the F3 Fitness Challenge that has been going on since last Sunday. For a week, we were attempting to log 24,901 miles together. So we just kind of wanted to check in at the end of the event here and kind of give people a few updates on the week and talk a little bit about the Covering House. And so here we go. My name is Shane Russell. I'm with F3. What used to be called F3 St. Louis is now the mega region. There's 68 sites now all throughout the St. Louis area. So we joined forces with the Covering House. I'm joined with Laura from the Covering House this evening. So.
Thank you. So I am Laura Baker. I'm with the Community Engagement Manager for the Covering House, and we're so grateful to Shane and all of the F3 partners for getting out there and sharing this event with so many people. We can't believe the number of participants that we ended up getting this week and the money raised, which we'll get to. We're going to share all those exciting numbers with you guys. In case you don't know a little bit about the Covering House, we are a local nonprofit. We are the only facility of our kind in the state of Missouri. We provide therapeutic services via a residential home setting and also community-based services and case management for youth who have been sex trafficked and sexually exploited. So the problem is growing. Missouri is 8th in the nation for sex trafficking, and we get referrals every week for more and more kids who need a place to go for recovery services, for therapeutic services. And so we're really grateful to Shane and the team and everybody who participated this week, because every single dollar raised is going to help these youth survivors. And every single dollar raised is going to restore them mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And so we are just so excited and grateful to share more with you about that.
Yeah, thank you. It's been fun. This is our third annual, so we joined forces 2 years ago, and this year could not have gone any better.
Yep.
We set some pretty high goals, goals that we set actually last year that we fell pretty short of, and that was 600 participants and $100,000. So here we are. 1 week before the event started, we had 275 people signed up. So needless to say, I was sweating. But we actually ended up with almost 500 people signed up that week before the event, and throughout the event, there were still people signing up yesterday.
Yeah.
So we finished with 734 participants from 31 different states. So there was people joining us from a good part of the nation.
Yeah.
So it's pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Another cool stat, the event site was visited more than 42,000 times. That's how many page hits, page views it got. So this event for me has always been about raising awareness. Obviously, we've raised some good money, but it's about having conversations with people and spreading the word about this issue that's girls from our neighborhoods, from our from St. Louis, this is not, and from all over Missouri that are being assisted by the Covering House. So
I think for us too, that's one of the things that we love about this event is just spreading awareness. It's one of the most important things we can do. There are still so many people we talk to that don't believe that this happens in our country, in our state, in our city, and it's happening all around us every day. And so I think that's a huge part of this event is just talking with people and having the conversations that you guys have been having all along, and getting more people to recognize the signs and recognize that this is a growing problem and how they can help.
Absolutely. And of course it is about awareness, but we also raised some pretty good money as well. So we to date, more than actually 346 donors chipped in, and we raised $113,000 so far. And actually, there's been a few promises that more were coming this week from a few sponsors. So We're excited to see what the final dollar will be, but that's where we're sitting right now. So
Yay!
yeah,
You
so
guys
that's
are
pretty exciting.
awesome.
And that's from the participant, all the registration fees, minus the credit card fees that Run Sign Up gets. That was included in that. The Pappy's raffle, which we'll get to, is included in that. So that's all in. And every dollar goes directly to the Covering House. I don't touch it. F3 doesn't touch it. So it goes directly to them.
Yeah.
So, the mileage goal, 24,901. Usually you mention that and people wondering, what that random number is. That's the circumference of the world. So that was a symbolic number that we threw out there last year. This year we got closer. We didn't quite get it, but we just
Closer,
fell.
though.
Yeah, closer. We fell just shy of 20,000 miles. So pretty impressive.
It is.
So we want to change the mileage goal for next year. So next year we'll do our best to hit it.
I think we will. I think we'll hit it.
Absolutely. So let's move on. I'd love to thank the sponsors. A lot of these companies not only donated money, but also introduced it to their employees, and
Yes.
some donated by paying for their employees to participate. So the platinum sponsors were a level of $10,000 or more. RX Benefits, which was founded by good friends of mine, Kristen and Scott Vogel. They were a big sponsor last year. They came back again this year and donated and actually had 39 participants, employees join forces as well and jump in. So thank you, Kristen and Scott, for facilitating that.
Yeah.
Liberty Mutual, came out of nowhere this week with a matching donation that put them in that category as well. So Evan, thank you for jumping in and making that happen. Generosity is overwhelming. So
yeah.
Moving on to the gold sponsor, Grimco. Mark Fowler, thank you for introducing Grimco. The Covering House to Grimco and their generosity.
Yes.
I got to meet some of them at the gala this year, and they are continue to be great sponsors.
They've been a great partner since introducing them to us.
Absolutely. Silver sponsors. My friend James Deal from Textel, stepping in the week of the event and making some not just donations from them, but their employees as well stepped up to put them in the silver category, and they had 15 employees step up and participate as well. So,
nice.
So that's pretty exciting. Icon Mechanical stepped in once again in the last minute to be a part of it as well. So pretty excited about that donation. And then we have a bunch of $1,000 donations, bronze sponsorships from Gen X Consulting. Mike Slan, thank you for facilitating that. Your generosity is greatly appreciated. Nick Barnes with Health From Within, chiropractic in Glendale. Nick, thank you for your generosity as well. And they also introduced, they had a bunch of people sign up, not just employees, but clients as well. Merits, who also provides office space for the Covering House currently.
Yes, they do.
They stepped in, and they had 47 participants, including David, who is the CEO. So we're pretty excited about that partnership. I know you guys are as well.
Yeah.
So not only did they donate, but they jumped in and logged some miles together.
Yeah, they love a good challenge around there, so they're pretty competitive.
Absolutely. St. Patrick's Center stepped up as well to
Yes.
sponsor. So thank you, Kevin,
Awesome. Thank you, Kevin.
for making that work. American Piping Products. We had 19 employees and family members logging miles this week. I think we did a pretty good job. We went on a bunch of lunch bike rides, which was fun. And then we had a few contractors come in and donate the last day. TJ Weiss Contracting, BJ Cement, and Engineered Fire Protection.
Awesome.
All stepped up the last day and jumped in to donate. So
That's
thank
awesome.
you all for donating and getting involved.
Yep.
Yeah. Like I said, we expect more this week. We have a few others that that may make their way onto the T-shirt. So we'll get that. For those that did order a T-shirt, we're going to work on the logo on the back the logos of the sponsors, and we'll get that to Mud Gear, and those will be printed as quickly and shipped out as quickly as they can. So, these last minute sponsors are screwing with my
Much
logo,
appreciated.
my logo layout, but yeah, we'll take it for sure. And just a quick shout out as far as participants. Like I said, 31 different states. We had F3 guys join us from a huge group from Boise, 34 guys from Boise, thanks to one guy that just moved there a few months ago from St. Charles.
Amazing.
Yeah, so that's pretty fun. We had a big group from Jeffco. We had guys from the Chicagoland area, from Plainfield and Naperville, in Lubbock, Texas, and in Fort Worth, a region called Alliance, and then a group from West Cobb in Georgia. So pretty excited about all these men jumping in and joining us.
Absolutely. It really is kind of mind-blowing to think that it's grown so much in the 3 years that we've been doing this, that you guys have been doing this, and that many people from that many different states participating.
We love a good challenge too. So yeah. And then Comprehensive Chiropractic, which we're actually sitting in their office right now.
Thank you.
Thanks for the space here. And they had 22 employees and customers, our clients, step up and participate along with
Excelsior
Chiropractic. Yeah, in
Mm-hmm.
Chesterfield, had 22 participants as well. So some big groups out there logging miles together. But again, we appreciate the spreading the awareness and introducing the Covering House and what they're doing, what their mission is, more than anything else. So moving on. So we have some fun stuff to give out. Hopefully you guys all had a chance to look at that list. So the biggest giveaway the last couple of years has been a bottle of 10-year Pappy Van Winkle, which is not easy to find. So I want to give a shout out to Jessica Brown from Icon Male Grooming Salon. They have 2 locations in Baldwin and Creve Coeur. Jessica, the first time I met her, I told her about the Covering House. We were talking about bourbon, and I mentioned the Covering House and how I need to find a bottle of Pappy's. And that night she texted me and said, I can get you 2. And so we got 2 this year. The first one is going to the biggest fundraiser, which is Bill Keeley. We lovingly call him Gumbo in F3 world. Bill kind of came out of nowhere last minute. A lot of those contractors that stepped up as sponsors in the last couple hours were his doing. So Bill works for McCarthy Group, and a lot of those contractors are doing work with them. Mm-hmm. So Bill, congratulations! Thank you for continuing to push to introduce Covering House to people throughout the St. Louis area. So. So this is yours. I will gladly open it now and make sure it tastes good for you.
We'll give it a taste test.
That's right. The second biggest fundraiser I love dearly, Ken Bolin. He's been doing burpees for the last couple months, trying to entice people to donate, and he raised a little over $5,000. He and I were kind of going back and forth the last couple days before Bill stole the bottle. Ken brought in donations from 53 different donors.
Wow.
And he did burpees for each of those. And he did them live on burpees are terrible. We do them all the time. Yeah. Ken is a beast. He's 66 years old. He outlasts a lot of us that are out there working out together. And actually Ken learned about Covering House because of this event 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. So, so we're, I'm happy to give Ken, this bottle of Eagle Rare. So thank you for everything that you've done, Ken, and, love you, brother.
Thank you, Ken.
And most time spent logging miles, a $500 Tom James gift certificate, from Ben Lawler. Thank you, Ben, for donating that. This goes to Brian Thomas from F3 St. Charles. I'm pretty sure he took the week off from work because he spent 32 hours in the saddle this week cycling, and maybe a couple hours of that was walking and rucking as well. But I don't know how you do it. He traveled 465 miles this week, which is
amazing,
absolutely incredible. I think somebody did the math, and it's like 60 something miles a day.
Oh so, my gosh!
I almost got to 200, and my legs and butt hurt. I don't know how you did it. So, congratulations, Brian. I will get with you later on that. And no one can win more than one of the activity prizes. Mm-hmm. So otherwise, Brian would have won a bunch of them. So most overall miles for the week, whose name is not Brian Thomas, is Jim Ward. Wins a $200 gift certificate to Bike Center in Des Peres. Nice. Yeah. So we actually were given a bunch of gift certificates from Bike Center. So we appreciate the generosity from you guys there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I actually rode a lot with Jim this week. It was a good time. Logging some miles with him on the Grants Trail. So he logged 230 miles this week.
Wow.
The second most overall miles is a Number 60. Let's see who that is. Jonathan Gibson. Jonathan Gibson lives in Birmingham, Alabama. He's actually a good friend and a customer of mine. I've known him for a long time. So I'm excited to send him a text in a minute and let him know. I know he will appreciate that phone call. So congratulations, Jonathan. Thanks for stepping up.
Yep.
And buying a ticket. Appreciate your support. What else?
Just a huge thank you to you, Shane. This is an amazing event, and you really put everything you have into it and are so dedicated to sharing the mission of the Covering House. And we just thank you so much and appreciate your partnership so much. And this just would not be possible. And I'm blown away at all the F3 guys. I mean, I've had so many people reaching out about other ways they can get involved, and it's just bringing so many new partnerships to us, and we're so grateful to each and every single person who logged miles, who signed up, who donated, and who just shared about the Covering House with their friends and family. So we could not do the work that we do without our community and without each and every one of you. It would not be possible. And so you are really changing the lives of these kids, and we're super excited for all the new partnerships and possibilities and all the friends we've made this week. And we just thank you guys so much.
It's our pleasure. And for those of you who don't, you're probably wondering, some of you are wondering who is F3 and why did they do this? It stands for Fitness, Fellowship, and Faith. It's an organization that really started in North Carolina 12 years ago almost. The fitness side is obvious. We go and meet outside all year round at, like I said, 65 different parks throughout the St. Louis area. And it's a group of men that continue to challenge each other, to push ourselves, to be stronger, to be more physically fit. There's guys that have come out in their 20s, guys in their 70s, and everywhere in between. There's guys that run marathons. There's guys that don't run at all. So it's a pretty good mix of guys. Any man out there is welcome to come join us. Check out f3stlouis.com. That'll take you to one region that has 18-ish sites, and there's a neighboring region tab that'll take you to F3 St. Charles, Jeffco, the city. We have sites in the 618 area code. We've got sites in Florissant, Ferguson. We continue to expand and bring in, and it's 100% free and open to all men. So come check it out. The first athletes, the second, which is fellowship. You'll see incredible fellowship next Friday when we do a bear crawl mile. Obviously, there's some fitness involved there, but 2 years ago when I threw this out there, 18 men showed up and did it with me. So I'm sure that there'll be some good fellowship and some good coffee had together after that awful morning that we're going to have together. And you get to the third F, which is faith. It's not a religious thing. It's not. We're not tied to any sort of faith system. But it's about living outside of yourself and being a better person for your community, for your family. And that's what got us here. That's why we're sitting here. That's why the event itself happened, is because we as men need to step up and lead our communities better. So that's what F3 is about.
It's an amazing organization, and I encourage you guys to check it out. I know since we've been involved with them, I can't say enough wonderful things about them and the men we've met through there. So check them out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Our pleasure. Except for Friday morning.
Except for Friday morning,
Right.
Yeah. We'll be thinking of you.
That's right. Anybody wants to join us there? Kirkwood High School, 5:30 a.m.
Braver than
Only
me.
a mile. Might need to come see Dr. Pat here later in the day. No, thank you for joining us on
thank
the video. We will post this elsewhere as well.
Yes. And we'll contact the winners of all of the items. We'll be in touch. And yeah, we look forward to next time.
One more prize I forgot. There is another bottle of Eagle Rare. And that's going to go to whoever used that hashtag miles4TCH, which I didn't tally in advance. So we will do.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that later and announce it. So, thanks for everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Spreading awareness and joining us. And look forward to the 4th annual.
Yep, absolutely.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Good job.